Hello again, it's Dustin, and welcome to our Instapure product test on some various materials around the house. We've had some people ask us in the past if the chemicals we used are harmful to any of the materials. And of course, humans and pets, we already explained, of course, that process. It's a non-toxic chemical, not harmful to humans, pets, or food. And but we've had some people say, well, what about my granite countertops and my kitchen cabinets and travertine floors? We actually had a customer of ours say that she was afraid that the chemical would damage her travertine floors. So in this test that I've set up here, you'll see a bunch of different materials for us to test on. And this particular tile piece here is a travertine. And then just for fun, I got some other materials to test on. Some laminate wood, which would be similar to some of the kitchen cabinets and bathroom vanities. Another piece of travertine, which is a different type that I picked up from the hardware store, and a piece of granite. And you'll see that I've separated them out so that we can compare the untreated side versus the treated side. Separated by a piece of masking tape. And just for fun, I also got a piece of clothing that we can test it on so you can see that it doesn't bleach or stain fabrics or materials of that nature. So just wanted to show you the Instapure product that we have that I've pre-mixed into this plastic cup here, and I'm going to apply it directly onto the materials with a paintbrush, and I'm going to apply it generously. Now, one thing to understand is when we fog a property, it would never get this wet, and it's not applied this way either. We use a high compression method to make an aerosol of the product, which of course makes a very fine submicron particle droplet, so that it evaporates very quickly, and also gives it the ability to kill mold while it's airborne. So. Again, it would never get this wet on any of this materials, but just in case we ever have a spill or anything like that, I'll show you here in this demonstration that it will not stain or damage any of these materials. So with that being said, I'll go ahead and start applying the mixture that I've already set up here. And again, I'm just going to apply it directly onto this side of the material, and I'm not even gonna wipe it off or do anything to dry it. I'm just gonna let the air do its thing. And once this chemical is applied and it reaches the evaporation point, it instantly becomes a hydrogen carbon and breaks down to oxygen, hydrogen carbon and oxygen. And like I say, it evaporates very quickly. So we applied that very generously. As you can see, on the test side, you can see just by the way it's getting dark that it is saturating these areas. In fact, I'll try to puddle. So I'm sorry for my camera work here. I'm trying to do this while filming it at the same time with my smartphone here. So we'll get that on there, saturate it. And we'll put some on this fabric as well, just a big glob of it right there in the middle of these fine cotton shorts here. Okay, so you can see we've spread that on to all of these materials: the granite, travertine, laminate wood, cotton fabric, and more travertine. And we'll apply a little more here just to make sure that it's good. Okay, all set. We'll let that just sit, and like I say, air dry. I'm not going to wipe it off or do anything like that. In fact, when we get close here, you can still see the sheen on there that it's applied rather thick. And we will just let that air dry, and we will check in a little while when it's dry. And I'll also leave this out here for up to a week because again, we had some customers saying, well, after it sits for a while, it may affect the materials over time. So I'm going to leave these here for up to a week and just take some progress shots of those to show you the effect of this chemical on these materials. We will see you soon. Okay, I am back after about 1 hour. So just wanted to show that the materials are dry. You can see, if I can try to get up close, I'll just kind of rub my finger on there. You can see there's no moisture, no moisture, no moisture. The only thing that still has moisture, of course, is the material. It's going to take a lot longer to dry. So we'll check on that tomorrow. But you can see the other materials are completely dry already. We'll check in later. Okay, checking in roughly 24 hours later. It appears that the cotton shorts are now completely dry. And you can see there's no visible bleaching or staining or discoloration on the cotton. And we'll do a close-up of all the materials. You can see there is no staining. There is some water spots though that come right off. As you can see, they just need to be wiped clean in the water. You can see that comes right off. Travertine, no discoloration, no changes. The granite, no discoloration or changes. And the bigger piece of travertine, no change. So so far so good. I'm going to let these sit here for roughly a week, and we'll check in again just to make sure that nothing long-term has taken effect. See you then. Yeah.